In this video, we're going to talk about why prime lenses suck and what you should buy instead. Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, then it's likely because of the title and you want to fight me down in the comments, but I'm always up for a challenge, so I'll see you there. First, let me put out the fire. The 35, 50, and 85mm primes are all amazing lenses, and they allow you to create stellar images no matter what type of photography you shoot. They can be cost effective for photographers on a budget because all of the brands offer a more basic version alongside their more premium glass like the Canon L series, but let's face it, who wants to be basic? So with that, you'd be looking at a cost of somewhere around $7,000 to get all three. If you're a street photographer, maybe you can get away with just the 35 or the 50. If you're a portrait photographer, maybe the 50 or an 85. But if you're a wedding photographer like me, then you need all three, and that's where my biggest pain points come in. Aside from enduring all of the cost for all three lenses, you have to change your lens if you want to get to a new focal length quickly. Now, if you're shooting weddings, that can be problematic because there are a lot of important shots that can happen during that time that you're switching lenses, which could cause you to miss those shots because moments happen when they happen. You don't get a redo like a portrait session where you can just do the shot all over again. Or if you're a street photographer, you can just kind of sit there and camp out until that perfect shot comes along. Not to mention, you have to lug around all three of those heavy lenses on wedding day. So instead of dealing with all the shenanigans that comes along with shooting prime lenses, my suggestion would be switching to the Canon 28-70 L series. Now, if you aren't a Canon shooter, sucks for you. Switch. And to be fair, with the 28-70, you don't get the benefit of 85mm, but personally, I think that's negligible. I personally never owned an 85 and I'm doing okay. Plus, if you're shooting weddings, you should be pairing that 28-70 with the 70-200 anyway. You also have the benefit of having a wider angle focal length at 28mm as opposed to just being stuck at 35. Now, the 28-70 is a pretty heavy lens, so you might want to hit the weight room before you go out and purchase it. And it does have a hefty price tag of $3,100, but that's still less than half of what it costs to be able to go out and get the prime trinity. And of course, for my wedding photographers or even portrait photographers, you don't have the stress or the headache of having to change lenses every time you want to get to a new focal length. Depending on where you are, that can be a huge pain because you have to worry about getting dust on your sensor and so on and so forth, and that's just something that you don't have to do while using the 28-70. Now, with that being said, I hope I was able to plead my case of why that, at least if you're a wedding photographer, you should try the 28-70 over prime lenses. Whether you agree or disagree, comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'm always up for a healthy debate. But if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel to come back and join me in the next video.